very young in Enders Fishville Elementary School. Remember we used to race turtles and frogs. I'm pretty sure my turtles and frogs won, but I don't think we kept score. We also, not many of you guys know, but Josh and I were somewhat famous when we were younger. We were involved in what we called the Road Show in Twin Valley Players. We were involved in many musicals and plays where we were literally up on stage acting in front of hundreds of people. Josh actually was the lead in one of these shows. I think he remembers that. I know I do. We also had a #1 hit single, Denny's Sunny's Delicious. It was on the radio, I can't take it up. But we eventually hit puberty, we lost our singing voice. We moved up to high school where, obviously I played high school football, while Josh started the golf team. But we did play basketball together in high school, and we had an excellent run to the state championship our senior year, which obviously none of us will ever forget. But throughout high school, Josh and I became very close. Literally, if you found Josh, you found me. We were pretty much inseparable, whether it was sports or hanging out. And I also got very close with the Shute family. It was like a second home to me. Rick, Wendy, Justine, and Joelle. And literally, it was home for me for 5 days that one winter. Wendy, remember? When we got snowed in? Literally, I was there 5 days in a row. Josh and I were that inseparable that we chose the same college, good old Shippensburg University. Not only did we both go there, we both roomed together our freshman year in the dorms. And we pledged the same fraternity as well, Delta Upsilon. We held various roles in the fraternity over the years there. I remember at one point Josh was the pledge master, and I know I was and still am the rush chair. So, every night, beer pong rush back at my house. One summer, I remember in college, well, we lived at the beach. Me and Josh and a bunch of other guys. And of all the jobs you could have at the beach, lifeguard, scope guy, bartender, bar back, anywhere outdoors, what did Josh choose to be? An ice cream scooper. There, of all places. But obviously, we had great times in college. We both graduated. I graduated in 4 years. Josh took 4.5 years. I got his med degree or doctorate or that extra semester. But what better than after college than to move back home with your parents in Halifax? Josh and I both did. The one thing I remember from living back home in Halifax, and I'm sure most of these gentlemen here remember, was a bar we used to frequent called the Mountain House. And Halifax obviously is a country area. Literally, to describe the Mountain House to you, you had a mountain, you had a house beside the mountain, and inside of that house you had a bar. And in that bar you found us. And to describe the Mountain House to you, you go there on a Friday night with $10 in your pocket. You wake up Sunday afternoon with a huge hangover, but yet you still had $9 left. I don't know how they did it. We eventually all moved down to the Harrisburg area. Josh was one of the first to go. Most of the guys here all moved down afterwards. And at that point, we were all still single. So I was fired up because I said, we're going to take this town by storm. Josh was the first to ruin that. He pulled me aside one day and said, hey man, I got a date. I said, really? I said, hey. He said, Justine hooked me up. I was hooking me up on a date with a friend of hers named Jen Strasser. Now I didn't know too much about Jen. I knew Jen went to Halifax, obviously. She was a few years younger than me, and she was a lifeguard at the local pool. I said, what do I know about Jen? But in the weeks to come after that, I got to know Jen a lot better. And I realized how sweet of a girl she was and how awesome she was for my best friend, Josh. And Jen soon became one of my good friends. And I still wasn't sure that Josh had it in him to propose and get married. But obviously I was wrong, because you were there. I want to tell the brief story of Josh's proposal down in Ocean City, Maryland. I know a select few of us were there that night, but the plan was Josh was going to propose during the fireworks finale, the July 4th fireworks finale. We were down at the Schute's condo. Literally, we were outside on the street where a bunch of parking spaces are. We were standing around. Josh and Jen were in lawn chairs with some other people. And I made sure I was off to the side to see, to take it all in. I want to see how Josh would do, which I thought would do fine. Him and I have been through a lot together. But something was up. When I looked over at Josh, everybody, like I said, was hanging out, having a good time. When I looked at Josh, he was glued to his chair. He wasn't moving. Is he wait? And the fireworks started, and when the fireworks started, Josh's legs started. Oh boy, I could jump in and help him. So I don't know what to do. Finally, the finale of fireworks started. And Josh slowly tried to stand up. His legs locked up. He flopped down to a knee, finally fumbled in his pocket. Boom! There was the ring. Got it right out in front of Jen. Yes! He did it. He got it. Well, I looked over at Jen, and what's Jen doing? She's watching the finale of fireworks. She has no idea what Josh is doing. So I'm going, Jen! Eventually, obviously Jen said yes, because like I said, here we are today. In closing, I'd just like to say, Jen, you are a great girl. You're an awesome person. You're a good friend of mine now, and you're a great match for my best friend, Josh. Josh, I spoke about earlier, obviously, that you're my best friend, buddy. And I just want to take a moment to thank you for that, man. Not many people in this world can truly say that they have a best friend. And when I'm asked that question, I don't hesitate one bit. Josh, you are my best friend. But as of August 7, 2010, Josh Sheep now has a new best friend. Her name is Jennifer Sheep. I'd like to propose a toast. Everybody please raise your glasses. Josh and Jen, two truly great people who have found true love in one another. I wish you guys the best that life has to offer, because everybody in this room knows you deserve it. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, give them big round of applause to both of them. Thank you very much. Well done, well said.